Hello and welcome to the Educational Technology Resource Guide. I'm Blake Waters. I'm going to be walking you through some of the new educational technology resources and then how to use them. So here, our first section is student response systems. So we're going to look at Get-It, Kahoot, Go Soapbox, Socrative, and Infuse Learning. So in each section, you're going to see a video. I'm going to explain what's in that section, and then you can read a bit about it, and then click on the links at the bottom. So first, let's have a look. So first, Kahoot. Okay, Kahoot is a great student response system, and it's primarily game-based. So what you'll have is each student will be able to play on their phone or computer to a quiz that you've created, or they have just recently have over 1 million quizzes that have been pre-created by teachers themselves. So you'll see that you create the quiz. You play it on your projector, and then each of the students will get a game pin. They log into that specific quiz, and then it breeds a nice, fun, competitive nature because each of the students, they'll be able to see who's in first place by a name that they've selected. And then if the name is inappropriate, you just click on it, it gets deleted, and if it's again, you can just ask that student to stop playing. It's very fun. Excellent way to have a review game or a review activity. Put some life back into a lecture. The next one we'll look at is Get-It. So here, Get-It. So Get-It is just a clever way of saying, like, do you get it? It's a student response systems where, like, if you are working in a laptop school or a tablet school, the students can just have the Get-It tab open during your lectures. So whenever you ask the students, do you get it? What they will get is this, kind of like the Wi-Fi bars or how much signal you're getting. And it can be anywhere, I don't understand, to I fully understand. And then on your computer, instantly it tabulates and it will show, since the students have created accounts, it will show how many of your students get it. So we can see that Heath fully understands it, but David is still having trouble. So with this, you can choose to move on with the lecture and then give David a bit of help later with Sid and Emily, or just stop the lesson and get maybe Heath in a partner with David to help him explain it. But instead of students raising their hands to say, do you understand it? And then the shy students not responding, with this, you are the only person who actually sees their names. So you will immediately get to know who understood what you just lectured at and then who to help. So it's an excellent student response system. Next is Socrative. Socrative is an excellent way to gather data. So if you need, let's say, your entire class's email addresses, what you can do is just all have them. They go into Socrative. They don't need a login. You just give them a pin, and then it'll ask them certain questions. All of the feedback will come to a spreadsheet. So you could ask them their name and their email address. Then automatically you get a spreadsheet with all the students' names and email addresses, so you don't have to type it in manually. It's also a great way to have quizzes. So you can have quizzes. It will grade them for you, or so you can have what the correct answer is. So if you just want a quick 5-question quiz, you can do that on Socrative. Or lastly, they have something called an exit ticket. The students go to the Socrative website and you're like, do the exit ticket. They just click on it and it asks them very straightforward questions. What did you like about this lecture? What would you improve about this lecture? Lastly, they have something called a space race, where you input a bunch of questions, and then the students going across the screen, there'll be a rocket ship, and then each time they get a question right, the rocket ship will jump forward. So again, it's a fun way to get the students doing some sort of review activity. Next, we'll look at Go Soapbox. It's like Get-It, but we'll say an extension of it. It's a way to gauge student responses or gauge how well the students are responding to your lectures. So we could look at this. So instead of having like the Wi-Fi bars, they have a barometer, so a confusion barometer. So you could tell, so when all of the students put how confused they are, you'll be able to tell how confused your class is. So if it's just like nobody's confused, or everybody's confused, or half and half, or 3/4 and all that way. So you'll be able to tell, okay, should I repeat this in a different way? Do a certain number of students need help? So it allows you to gauge how quickly you should move to the next topic. Next, you can ask questions, and then you can ask questions in real time during class. So let's take a break, answer these questions. All of them come back to you in real time. You can take polls in real time, and then it will show. If you just want to put like certain answers, questions, then you can get the answers in different polls, see how people are doing. Quick formative assessments, and then you can tailor it to which ones you want your class to be participating in. So this is something your class, if you're working again in a laptop school, that they could have open the whole time you're lecturing. So while you're lecturing, maybe they can put the screen down so they're not completely distracted, and you say, okay, it's time to go soapbox. How confused are you? Or answer this quiz. And then it's great because you can download all of the information after. Lastly, we're going to look at infused learning. So infused learning is a way to make sure that all of the students, again, have some input in your class while you're lecturing. So it's an extension of, I'd say, Go Soapbox, but it's it's just more for assignments. So you can gauge student understanding yourself. So like one interesting thing is draw response, which they don't have. So if you're in chemistry or you're doing organic chemistry, you're looking at how well they can draw certain bonds or something. You can just get them to draw the response, and then you get all the responses submitted to you. True or false, that will grade them for you. You can do multiple choice, sort and order, open-ended text, numeric, and the Likert scale, which is just like, do you feel less comfortable or more comfortable on this topic? So it's an excellent way just to have a very quick quizzes and tests throughout the course or just throughout each of your classes. Okay, thank you very much.